evening and welcome to our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show on BCTV. I'm Irving R. Levine along with Mike Wasdala. That probably will send and date me back to a few years,
Yeah.
But very dapper attire tonight. Happy Valentine's Day, brother.
Well, same to you, Jeff. It's good to see you again, and it's good to be back on Bay County TV.
Back where you belong, and when we got ready to know we were coming back, I said, just like Peaches and Herb, we're going to be reunited tonight, and it does feel so good.
Yeah, it really does feel good, Jeff. Had about 5 weeks off, and knee's feeling pretty good, so I'm ready to get back in the saddle and do a great game tonight between the Bobcats and the Wolves.
When you look at rivalry, that in itself says what both teams should expect from tonight's game.
Yeah, this is going to be a great basketball game, Jeff. Got good players on both sides, good coaches on both sides. Anytime you have that rivalry, inter-city rivalry, it adds just a little something special to the basketball game. And these girls and guys, they'll go after each other tonight.
Player that I really love looking at for John Glenn is Abby Tarrant, and she is only a sophomore, but she does a lot of really good things on the floor to help this club win.
Yeah, this Central team's a young squad, but they got some very good players. I actually talked to Coach Thunberg at 7-Eleven the other day, and he's really happy with the progress of his team. He is on his way to Cadillac to play the Vikings. He was very, very happy with the progress, how his kids were playing, and where they're at right now in this season.
Coach Snyder had high hopes a week and a half ago going out to Western. His team arguably did not play like he had hoped they would, but this team has had a ton of success with only single-digit losses on the year, and they're just a fun, hard-working team.
Well, anytime you go out to Western and play that girls team, they're really good. Western's always tough on their home gym, Jeff. And again, another rivalry game where you got to get up. And, sometimes you're at your best and other times things just don't go real well. But, John Glenn's well coached. Coach Snyder is one of the elite coaches in the Great Lakes Bay region, and if not the state. He'll have his girls ready to play tonight. This is a big game for both squads.
On the Central side, you almost have bookends. You've got Skylar Coberly as a senior, but you've got an extremely talented freshman, Alexis Smith, and she leads in points and rebounds in the greater Bay Area.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing her play. I haven't seen her play yet, Jeff, and when I talked to Coach Thunberg, he was just so excited about her possibilities in the next 3 years, and she's not playing like a freshman. She's doing a really nice job, and he's really comfortable with her on the floor, and it's nice to have that senior leadership, but it's also nice to have that senior leadership helping out with the young freshmen.
As you said earlier, two of the most veteran coaches in our area. They will certainly be doing a chess match tonight, and watching their adjustments during the game should be fun as well.
Yeah, these two coaches are really good at X and O and adjusting on the fly, adjusting at halftime. There's nothing at this point in the year that's going to surprise a lot of people. They know each other. You're going to just have to do, like I always say, it's the little things that win you the basketball games. Are you going to make that 70% from the free throw line? Unforced errors, are you going to limit those? And are you going to get down and play good, solid defense? That's what I think is the key to tonight's game.
Well, it should be the fun. It's the first of two tonight. It's the girls, the Lady Bobcats from John Glenn, and the Bay City Central Lady Wolves. Will be coming back at you with all the game action in just a moment on Bay County TV.
At Covenant Healthcare, we lead with the most advanced technology. We lead with the most experienced, comprehensive medical and surgical teams. We lead with partnerships to teach our future doctors, and with organizations who help us bring world-renowned care close to home. We lead because our patients are at the center of everything we do. Covenant Healthcare, extraordinary care for every generation.
Good evening and welcome back. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. And boy, this ought to be a fun one tonight, Coach.
You know what, Jeff? This is going to be a lot of fun. Two good basketball teams, two good coaches. Going to see a lot of X and O and a lot of good play by these young ladies tonight.
Here is the center jump, controlled by the Bay City Central Wolves. Cuellar gets the ball to number 10, Skylar Coberly, into the front court. They will start it off with Willette. Look at Smith. She wants to go strong to the hole, and she has that ball tipped away. Nice defensive play that time by McCrum as she knocked the ball away. It will be out of bounds. 13 ticks into the first. Dribble penetration. Nice job as the defense led by Kelly Lord got a little piece of that ball. Turnover gives the ball back over to the Bobcats with their first offensive look of the game.
It's like both teams are going man-to-man on both ends of the floor, Jeff. And really very good defense to start this basketball just underway here in the first quarter.
Well, it's going to be a game of which team has the least amount of turnovers. Coach Thunberg, as Smith goes strong to the hole, his team's averaging 26 turnovers a game, Mike. And if they have 15 or less tonight, I think they've got a great chance to win the game. We're going to keep track of those unforced turnovers. Long three ball, 3/4 of the way down by McCrum. Second opportunity. Tarrant gets the ball and will reset the show. Thought about the three. Nice job defensively as Willette came out and shut down that pass.
It's good ball movement by the John Glenn Bobcats, Jeff, but both teams playing solid defense here early in the first quarter.
And that's something that we were pretty certain was not going to be an issue in the game. How about Abby Tarrant going to the hole against the skyscraper Smith? Kisses it off the glass for the deuce.
Boy, that was a nice take, Jeff. You know, you got to keep it away. Keep the ball between the body and the rim. She did a nice job getting away from Smith down there at the low post.
Well, and I could see early on what Coach Schneider wants to do. He's going to take the ball in against Smith and really make her work defensively, as there was just too much of a cluster of humanity around that ball, Mike. No place for Smith to go.
Question is, Jeff, if they're going to go start inside out with Smith, are they going to double? Is the Bobcats going to double team, or are they going to try to go one-on-one and play behind and do good post defense? We'll see what that happens here early in the first quarter.
Well, Lamba's going to have her hands full as a nice little free throw extension shot by number 15, Carly McCrum.
I was watching her in warm-up. She's got a nice-looking J. She was really filling it up during the warm-up period.
We'll see if that continues. Cuellar getting the ball down to Coberly. Back to Cuellar. Moving it around to pitcher. Willette trying to take it down to the floor. We are going to have a jump ball, and off the alternate possession, it will go back over to the John Glenn Bobcats.
A little motion offense by Coach Thunberg. Girls got a little bit too close and ran into each other, but, you know, that type of offense, a lot of movement, sometimes that does happen.
Well, that's the second time this game that the spacing has been an issue early on. And see, Coach, I've learned some things from you. As that shot goes up, and it is long from Tarrant. One and done is my favorite rebound in basketball. The backside rebound is secured by the Bay City Central Wolves. It's got to be a big game here because Russ Western is in the house.
Look at that double team. They even triple team Smith right there, Jeff. So what she's going to have to do is she's going to have to peek. She's going to have to find out where the double, triple team comes from and find the open player. Most likely opposite side. Fighting
for the loose change again. Cuellar has the ball tipped away by Lower. It'll go back out over to Bay City Central. Second chance opportunities on the offensive end.
Yep, they're doing a nice job. Very active. Both teams are on offense and defense, Jeff.
As they slide it around Cuellar for a 19-footer. Toe was on the line, and the ball will be out of bounds, and we'll go back over to the John Glenn Bobcats with 4:47 left in our first quarter of play.
I like the way the girls are playing, Jeff. You know, this is an intense game. They're coming out playing hard defensively. They're getting in their stance. They're talking on defense. It's been a good game so far here in the first quarter.
Boy, and another great Bay Metro crew is the referee tonight, Marty Kravitz and Kevin Sinicki. And Steve Linton as the other two. Nice underneath move to the hole by McCrum. And there's a central foul, a little reach and not moving her feet quick enough. And that's the first of the game.
Pitcher of Central, that is her first, team first. McCrum at the line for two.
So pitcher picking up her first. McCrum is going to shoot two.
Got good rotation on that shot, Jeff.
She got it to roll the front iron. She just didn't get it to finish. Second free throw attempt forthcoming Up a deuce, looking for a 3 spot. Nice adjustment from the first.
That's good looking. That's a good looking shot. Good rotation. Good flick of the wrist. Looks like she's going into the cookie jar when it's a little higher than you can reach.
Love to be that cookie monster. Screen up top.
Nice screen.
Nice looking 3-point shot. As Willette can't get it to drop, but Cuellar comes way out, and that opens up some space. And Smith took an extra step. Is very good defense that time. As Lincoln Kuchar doing a nice job of cutting off the path to the hole.
Nice job on the backside rebound, Jeff. Into the game for the Bobcats, number 31, Maddie Russell. And going out of the game is number 13, that's Ezra Lamba. 5-2, 4 minutes ago here in the first quarter.
Both teams have pretty much stuck with their starting 5. I think that's the first substitute we've seen in the game for either team, just over halfway through our first quarter of play. Here goes lower to the hole with a nice extra pass, and there is Smith on the backside. Smith touches the ball while she was still out of bounds, so that will give the ball back to the John Glenn Bobcats.
Oh, Skylar Coberly doing a little bit of that senior leadership right there, looking at Kevin Sinicki and say, Kev, I got that ball. It wasn't Smith. And he said, no, unfortunately you both got it, but one was out of bounds.
There was 3 hands on the ball. Here's another great high-energy player, Beyer, coming into the game for Bay City Central. And I believe her brother was one of those high-energy boys that played on the Central team. And she comes in and right away with us. He's going, yep, you know, Jeff, I'm going to just reward you for saying nice things. I'm going to get a little Spalding on that first entry pass coming my way.
You still got, nice Euro step. That was a nice move right there.
And there is the strength of Smith to put that ball up to the hole. Can't get the deuce to drop, but you're right. Exactly what you're looking for is Willette going strong to the hole with a kiss off the glass. Allows Smith to come and clean up the loose change on the board.
That was a nice Euro step is what they call it, Jeff, and she took it to the rack, and Smith with the rebound going up strong gets rewarded. Good looking shot right there. It's always nice when your post players are good free throw shooters, Jeff, because they can have a tendency to get fouled a little bit more. So that's a big plus for Coach Thunberg and his Lady Wolves.
Well, and very seldom do you see a freshman with that kind of touch at the free throw line.
Yep.
She knows exactly where those feet need to be.
Got a nice routine.
Bend to the knees,
that's nice.
Flick of the wrist, all cotton on the delivery.
That's a good
she's got Coach Thunberg all smiles here, knowing for the next 4 years he is going to have a nice player in the middle. As Beyer does a nice job, knocks that ball off of the defender from John Glenn. Lamba.
Well, I tell you what, when you look at Beyer and Smith in there, Jeff, you got some big girls down there in that post position. That's really a unique lineup with those 2 big girls.
Well, and Coberly at 5'9", you've got another.
Big lineup.
As they move the ball around the perimeter right now, nice pass back. Coberly had a nice look at 3. Lohr with the rebound. And we're going to have a travel as she could not get rid of it before she was on the ground. As Stephen Linton was right in front of it. The turnover gives the ball back over to the Bay City Central Lady Wolves.
Like the way Skylar Coberly, we watched her for a lot of years, Jeff. She is really a really nice-looking player for the Bay City Central Wolves.
Villarreal into the game. Gets the ball back to Willette. Skip pass. Back to Coberly. Nice job by Abby Tarrant. And I believe that's going to be number 2 on Skylar, and she's very quickly going to find herself having to sit. Sadowski coming off the bench to go in for Bay City Central.
That was Coberly's first, team number 2, Jeff.
Yep.
The other foul was on Maggie Pitcher.
And I even had it on my score sheet, and I didn't reference it. I'm with the brain. I don't need to write stuff down. You're the maestro.
Yeah, that's a small brain, but I'll do the best I can.
Lamba deep on the left-hand wing gives the ball back to number 15, McCrum. Dribble penetrates, trying to go underneath that long wingspan to Smith. Stays out of harm's way, but is able to adjust the ball. And nice job, Smith, going down underneath the double team, and she's going to go to the free throw line. She was calling for that ball at midcourt, Mike, and she knew exactly in transition that the defense wouldn't be set against her. That's a veteran move for a freshman.
Well, you know, Jeff, and if she's going to run the floor like that, she's going to be really rewarded. She's going to go up Main Street and right down the middle of the floor, get the ball side block. She runs hard like that. She's going to be rewarded with some opportunities.
Off the front iron with the first of two offerings. 2:05 left in our first quarter of play. And, you know, the score right now is very indicative of Bay City Central's liking and not Coach Schneider and the John Glenn Lady Bobcats. 3 out of 4 at the free throw line. I'd say you'll take that 75%.
I'll take 75% any day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Twice on Sunday.
So there's Kelly Lord, dribble penetrating to the hole, dish to the corner. Wide open for a 3-ball. Tickling the twine, Lakin Kuchar.
Wow, that was a good looking J by Lakin Kuchar. Woo.
How about the dribble penetration, though, as Kelly Lord went to the hole, drew the defense. Nice job, though. It's Byer going up with the loose change off of the miss from Willett. And has the answer, Deuce with a bucket and a half left in our first.
Nice job by Byer, keeping her chin on the rim. Another nice dish right there by number 2, Abby Tarrant with a nice dime.
Well, I'll tell you, the dribble penetration will pull the defense. You just got to be ready on the backside. Another easy deuce.
Nice job. That was a nice pass right where Lamba could catch it, Jeff. Did a nice job.
But it was just 5-4 a blink ago, and now it's 10-7. Down to the last minute here of our first quarter.
Nice screen.
That shot is up and missed as the rebound comes down to Lamba. And they're going to get the ball back to the sophomore guard, Abby Tarrant. Abby steps back for the 3-ball. How about that stroke, Coach?
Whoa.
Tickling the twine on the try.
She did a little step back. She looked like Harden from the Houston Rockets with that step back right there.
That was definitely what you call purdy.
Oh, that was sweet.
And she's only a sophomore.
They
so
got
that
2 lefties on the Bobcat team too, Jeff.
Gotta love southpaws.
Oh, you do.
Sawodowski up top. Looking to get that ball to Willett. She dribble penetrates, tried to get the ball to Byer. With 12 seconds left down the floor. Abby Tarrant is slapped away. You
Good
talk
hustle.
about her running onto the offensive end. How about the hustle to get back on D to prevent an easy layup? Abby thought she had that thing made. All of a sudden, that big mitt came from out of nowhere and slapped that ball with 7.5 ticks left in the first.
And she's got some strides, too, so it doesn't take her long to get down the floor, Jeff. That was great hustle by Smith.
As they move the ball back around, Lord's going to be wide open for a 3-ball off the iron. And at the end of our first quarter of play, and the horn didn't go off right away. It is 13-7. Central down 6 to John Glenn. Back in a moment for the second quarter on Bay County TV.
AAA Transport and Limousine is the Great Lakes Bay region's most reliable and requested transportation service. For over a decade, we have been helping our clients to get to their destination on time, in style, and comfort. AAA's services include non-emergency medical transport, wheelchair accessible, school transportation, and shuttle services. We strive to provide exceptional customer service and tailor our fleet to meet your individual needs. Rest assured that you are in safe hands when you ride with AAA Transport and Limousine. To set up your next appointment, give us a call at 989-893-8294.
Back here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. Jared Doan and Nick Page now on the cameras. Natalie Doan has stepped in to do a little apprenticeship producing and directing here on Bay County TV.
I've seen her produce and direct. She's tough.
She's done
Keeps
that
us on our
one time
toes.
before. She still has to remember who's in charge. Charles.
I don't think it's you.
Well, I'm in the top 2 somewhere, so that's a good thing. Villarreal gives the ball back to Byer. Byer thought about that mid-range jumper. She's looking for Smith. Sends it back up top to Shuwadowski. Boy, I'll tell you what, John Glenn is really all over Alexis Smith. Puts up another shot, can't get it, fights for the loose change, puts up a third shot, can't get it, fight for the rebound. Kelly Lord gets it, and the ball down on the floor. And it goes back over to Bay City Central with another shot opportunity. Wide open, halfway down for Olivia Willette. Can't get it. Boy, looking for Smith underneath. They were a little bit late, and that needed to be a lob pass, as Abby Torrent knew exactly where that one was going and slapped it away.
Smith was wide open, just didn't get it to her, Jeff, but great hustle by both squads, getting on the deck and going after the rock.
Lamba with the screen. Abby Tarrant gets it back, and there is a ball that's taken out of bounds, and we'll go back over. And people are like, how come that wasn't kicking the ball? That is not kicking the ball. When it hits your leg and you don't make an attempt to kick it, you play on.
Looks like a little Jimmy Howard right there for the Red Wings.
Shot, save, shot, save, shot. Well, the old Pharrell days on the radio.
He was a classic.
That's a flashback for our fans. It'll be 6:46 left in the first half. John Glenn Bobcats +6. Smith will get her first blow of the game.
Both teams sticking in that man-to-man defense, Jeff. Really, really tough defense on both squads.
Well, Skylar Coberly is going to go against what many people, McCrum, think is the best shooter. And fight for that loose ball. Pitcher and Tarrant going at it. And the alternate possession goes back over to the John Glenn Lady Bobcats.
These girls getting after it tonight. They know what this game's all about. Little bragging rights for 365.
Oh, yeah, they'll see each other a time or two. What a great pass as Lamba gets the loose change. Going up again. Abby Tarrant gets the long rebound, and they'll reset the offense. Lakin Kuchar trying to dribble penetrate. Gets it back to Tarrant. Kuchar in the corner. Not seeing anything there. She could have had a spin move and would have been able to go right to the hole, but
boy, Maggie Pitcher's getting after it on defense, Jeff. She is really active. Got great footwork.
Lamba strong to the hole, able to finish with a deuce. That loose change fell right into her lap, and she knew what to do with it. Right strong to the hole with a finish.
Sometimes being at the right place at the right time is you get the ball and get that easy bucket, Jeff.
There's an errant pass. Abby Tarrant at the other end avoids the contact, and it will be Central ball. And Smith coming back in a hurry in place of Beyer. And with 5:41 left, Central's been stuck on 7 for a while.
Yeah, nice job by Coach Thunberg giving Smith a little bit of rest. I like his rotation tonight, Jeff. He's getting some players in there. A lot of kids getting some playing time. And
they've played 8 already.
Yeah, Smith and Beyer are doing a nice job when they're together, and then they're complementing each other when they're apart.
Swidelsky up top thought about the shot for a second.
Oh.
And trying to force that ball. There's another turnover. That is the 4th one unofficially of the first half. Look at Tarrant trying to make it happen. Smith had that ball go off her fingertips. And Abby Tarrant gets the rebound. And we're going to have a Corey Snyder timeout. We'll take one as well. 15-7 with 5:06 left in the first half. Back in a moment on Bay County TV. So your car is getting towed and you're not sure where to take it? Try Village Towing and Auto Repair. Our expert mechanics are here to help assist you with all your repair needs. We have over 30 years of experience with motor vehicles, so you know you're getting the best work that you can find. Stop by the shop at 2377 South Huron Road in Coquitlam, or give us a call at 989-684-9607. Back here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doden, Mike Wisdala along with you. You look at him at the table. It's the voice over there, and Jeff Thompson, who's got a little bit of...
the Wolves Times. He's getting into journalism as the big fella.
Editor.
Yes. He's
the EIC editor-in-chief.
Jeff does it all. I had a nice conversation with him before the game.
He's another one of those young men that when the doors open here at Central, he's here, and you got to love that.
He bleeds purple and gold.
Well, and I'd say Mike Vincent's the same way,
he's
too.
He's been around a long time, too.
He lives here as well. Kelly Lohr dribble penetrate, sends it back to Lamba. Chose to pass on a little 12-footer. Abby Tarrant trying to take it strong to the hole, used her body to shield it. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's tough getting second chance opportunities when Alexis Smith is there.
She's got a wingspan on her, doesn't she, Jeff?
Now they're going to try and get some spacing and run her to the high post and see if they can get her back. Lamba's done a really nice job on her. Coberly trying to send that back. Sends up a 15-footer, but only gets it 14 feet. It slides out of bounds. And here will come another John Glenn Lady Bobcat for the first time. Lashinsky coming into the game for the first time tonight.
Well, you know, Jeff, what Lamba's doing is every time Smith takes a cut, she chests the cutter and makes it very difficult for her to cut across the lane. So she's doing a nice job with that, chesting the cutter and getting the hand up in the passing lane. Good job by Lamba.
Trying to go strong to the hole, understanding what was there. That shot was altered. Lashinsky had no opportunity. That would have been a Globetrotter type angled shot if that would have gone in. Again, another forced turnover for turnover number 6 unofficially of the first half. As quickly back down the floor comes number 15, McCrum. Nice look to the hole and a shot that won't go, but Lamba gets it back. McCrum puts up a 3-ball, can't get it. Smith fights for the loose change as Abby Tarrant knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back over to Bay City Central. And I said this a couple of minutes ago, Central's been stuck on 7 for an awful long time, Coach.
Yeah, and it's been a while, Jeff. They've been shut out so far here in the second quarter. Going back to that last play, Skylar Coberly did a nice job coming out and challenging that shot on the glide stance, put the hand up, and really challenge that shot and back over to the Central Wolves.
Coach, you're putting on a clinic tonight. As that shot from Willette goes up and has arrived. Coberly going strong to the hole. What a nice job. She was determined to go to the hole, and that is going to be McCrum picking up her first.
That's her first personal, Jeff. Team foul number 3 against the Bobcats. Out of bounds underneath the Central, underneath their own basket.
Coberly, there's a nice looking shot, squared up her feet from 18, couldn't get it to drop.
They're getting the shots, getting good looks, just not going down right now. You'll shoot your way out of it.
Crum going to the hole, sends it back. Abby Tarrant wide open for a 3-ball off the mark. Coberly coming from the outside, uses that 5'9" frame to come up with a big time rebound.
Came a long ways.
Gotta love when you sniff the ball and you can pick it up. Another good look for Bay City Central. Olivia Willette with a much-needed deuce for Bay City Central.
That was a big hoop there, right there for Bay City Central. They needed that, Jeff. Got themselves right back in this basketball game.
Boy, the body angle on that looked like it was going to be able to go for number 15.
She's a good-looking player.
And,
I like her way
but
she
that
plays.
was still Smith adjusted that shot enough that it didn't go down.
It's nice to have somebody on the backside like that for the Bay City Central Wolves.
Boy, that pass in, look at 3 people come right around Smith, not allowing her to do much. She's got to learn to feel that pressure and get rid of the ball.
Sometimes you can't turn your back where you get the ball from, Jeff. You got to peek with your chin onto your shoulder and see who's available to throw the ball to.
You haven't missed a beat there, brother.
I got a lot of pent up going on right now.
This is just a thing of beauty.
It's been a while, my friend.
2 minutes left in the first half, fighting for the loose ball. And it will go over to Bay City Central with 2:03 left in our first half.
Man, that was good hustle by both players right there. Into the game for Central, number 44. That is Brooke Byer replacing Smith. Smith going to get a little bit of a break with 2 minutes to go here in the first half, Jeff.
Look at the old Rob Garcia down there as the assistant to Jeff Thunberg. There's a few years of coaching experience on that sideline. Boy, that kid could stroke it back in the day, too.
Yep.
I think he was part of that Bay County
yes, he was.
Legends game.
Yes, he was.
The shot is missed by Cuellar. Back up and around. Nearly the 7th turnover. The ball brought back, though. As Cuellar pulls up, free throw extension, gets 2 pieces iron, follows it, gets her own rebound, and we're going to have a travel, and the ball goes back over to the John Glenn Lady Bobcats with $1:34 left in our first half as Abby Tarrant comes back into the game, and Grace Pumford comes in for the first time tonight.
Good substitutions right now by Coach Snyder, getting some of his players that have been on the floor a while and getting them a rest right before halftime, Jeff. 15-9, Bobcats up with $1.50 to go here in the first half.
Lower dribble penetrates with a
nice
great
dive.
Lamba look, and again,
Nice
just
dive.
penetrates enough to pull the defense, and a great bounce pass for the easy dudes.
You know, Lamba didn't have to go down and get that. It came right up about waist high. Jeff, that's a good pass. You have to go down and get it. That's wasted motion. What a nice pass.
There's another ball that's tipped away defensively, and a Central foul. It's only going to be the fourth of the first half. Neither team is in jeopardy of having the other team shoot free throws. Alexis Smith coming back in. She had a quick blow, and she's coming back in for Villarreal. So Central going big again with Coberly, Beyer, and Smith along that back line.
That's big. That's big. Looks like they're going to go change up the defense. No, they're going to stay man-to-man. Looked like a two. No, they're going to go 2-3. 2-3 matchup.
Abby Tarrant with a nice, big, wide-open 12-foot shot. Can't get it to drop. Alexis Smith gets the Windex out and cleans the glass. Underneath, they tried to do a bounce pass. It's either got to be a bounce pass or a lob pass. You can't try that straight vertical.
Well, when you're trying to get into the post, you got 4 windows, 2 at the ears and 2 under the armpits. So you look up and you go down, or you look down or you go up off the ear.
Telling you what, this is just a thing of beauty. I missed you, brother. All this beautiful insight. Tucking armpits, wide open
Ears.
As the shot is missed, and we're going to have another Central foul, and that's the tough ones when you're 85 feet from your basket. You don't want to get that little reach-in foul. Cuellar's first and team's 5th. 30 ticks left in our first half of play. Abby Tarrant walks it into the front court right now. I think they may opt for the last shot of the half, Coach.
Yeah, I would think so. Coach Snyder's, they're going to pull her out to the 10-second line, and Coach Snyder's going to call timeout. He called timeout before the turnover. He did get it. It was close, but he did get it.
Oh, and it's great because Todd Thunberg gives him the old, ooh, that was close. He knew it was all right, and it was all there. We'll take a quick break and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Back here at Bay County TV as the John Glenn Lady Bobcats leave from that 30-second timeout. Corey Snyder. It's going to be fun with 15 ticks left, what he's decided to draw up here and how well his kids can execute.
Yep, going to be a set play right here, Jeff. See what they do.
Strong to the hole with the finish. Crum. Wow, what a great job. With the answer, it's good if it goes.
Nice.
And the basket is good. Oh, Steve Litton, you had an opportunity to give a 360 whirlwind. Just a real quick, simple. It's good.
Yeah, nice drive by Olivia Willette, taking it coast to coast. That is a big hoop for the Bay City Central Wolves going into halftime.
Well, and she knew exactly how much time she had and was able to get it off. We'll be back in just a moment. Recap the first half, set the stage for the second half right here on Bay County TV.
Where did this rash come from? Hold on, let me see. Could be bed bugs. Oh. Mom, Grant says I have bed bugs.
Let's see what the doctor says.
Introducing Covenant Virtual Care. Real-time video doctor visits, e-prescriptions, and follow-up. Now extraordinary care comes to you.
See, it's just poison ivy. Smart advanced.
Learn more at covenantvirtualcare.com.
Good evening and welcome back to our halftime show on Bay County TV. Jeff Stone and Mike Wisdala along with you. Great defense by both teams in the first half.
Yeah, it was really good by both teams, Jeff. They got after it on the defensive end of the floor. You know, Central got cold there in the second quarter, went a long time without scoring. Big hoop at the end of the second quarter for Central. Got them down 8. They're down 19-11. So hopefully that'll propel them into good things there in the third quarter.
Central stuck on 7 for quite a bit of that late first into the second quarter, but they were able to come back, and they're still very much in this game.
Yeah, they're okay. They just had a little stretch right there. That's going to happen. You just got to overcome that. It's a game of peaks and valleys, and they got through the valley, and they'll do okay here in the second half.
Back for all the second half action in just a moment on Bay County TV.
Hi, my name is Grace, and I love music, but I've also struggled with depression. I wouldn't be here doing what I love if it wasn't for OK to Say.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a 2-year starter on the varsity football team, and with all the pressure building up, I've had thoughts of suicide, and I might not be here today without OK to Say.
Hi, my name is Haley, and I just got into med school. If I hadn't got the help that I needed, I wouldn't have been able to pursue my dream of becoming a doctor. OK to Say saved me.
OK to Say saved me.
OK to Say saved me. Don't hesitate to speak up.
Back here on Bay County TV, just in time for the start of the second half. Timing couldn't be better. Jeff Dodd and Mike Wisdala along with you.
Woo, take a breath.
Central with that first opportunity of the third quarter to try and cut that 8-point lead. And again, a bounce pass would have been successful. Fighting for the loose change. Abby Tarrant comes up with it. And Alexis, you don't want to pick up that foul 70 feet from the basket. Get back and play D. Down on the floor as the backside rebound comes down. Lamba with a nice little step to the middle. And we are going to have Smith rotating in, picking up a little arm.
Foul call on number 12.
Yep, that was
they're going to get it on
Cuellar.
Cuellar. Okay.
Team first.
First personal team foul number 1 here, just underway. Jeff, 7:30 to go at the line for the Bobcats. Ezra Lamba.
I loved her move to the hole to start the third quarter. Strong and confident.
Well, she's had a nice game on both ends of the floor, Jeff.
Well, and they count on her to make things happen as well.
Yep.
And she is just dynamite at the free throw line as well. 21-11, 10-point lead for the John Glenn Lady Bobcats. Look at the defense as they extend some 22, 23 feet from the basket. Alexis Smith gets underneath, can't get the shot to drop. Cuellar with a loose change, trying to get it back to Smith, but Lamba was in between and expecting that pass, and she picked it off. Another turnover for Central unofficially. That's number 8. And that beauty by McCrum.
Carly McCrum got a really nice first step, Jeff, and pull up. She saw Smith back off of her a little bit and pulled up with that nice little J. And that's a tough little J right there. 12, 15 feet pulling up like that. It's a tough shot.
Over a 6-foot skyscraper on top of it.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
You gotta love it. As Central's down 12 right now, got to do it. And that's what they do to make it happen, going inside to Smith. And when she gets the ball that low, she's really tough to stop.
That fouls on number 2, Abby Tarrant. That's her first. Team foul number 1 for the Bobcats. At the line for the Wolves, number 54, Alexis Smith.
4 out of 5 at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's 80%.
Ooh,
the last time I got the abacus out.
Well, I'll tell you what, that TL Handy Wildcat math class did you well.
Yes, indeed. 5 out of 6. My goodness, that's like 87. Abacus doesn't do it.
Put your shoes back on. Put your shoes back on.
Bringing Central back to within single digits at 10. Abby Tarrant says, I'm going to send that ball back up top. We're going to reset the offense. McCrum dribble penetrates. And again, Smith alters the shot. But look at the rebound as Kuchar gets it. Lore's going to go strong to the hole and went back to a vacant spot in the corner. And that ball will go back over, as the John Glenn players seem to think that ball may have been tipped. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
But many of them, along with Coach Schneider, all thought that the ball was tipped out of bounds.
It was close.
The only thing that matters is what they got.
Yep.
And they got Central possession with 5:58 left. Oh, look, Cuellar wide open for a 3 ball. Lets it fly a little bit too long. How about Lore with that great backside rebound?
Well, Bobcats are sagging, Jeff. Somebody's got to start making those outside shots for the Wolves. They start making those, they're going to have to respect it. Then you're going to see Smith wide open. Oh, nice screen. Oh.
And that is going to be a foul. Probably going to go against Olivia Willette, and that was one of those situations.
That's in Kelly Lore.
Her first. Team second, Villarreal checks in for the Wolves.
Well, let's see now. What do we got?
It's got to be Central's ball
Yep.
if it's going to be on the Bobcats. Yeah, they got it right. That foul was on Laura, her first personal team foul, number 2 for the Bobcats. 5:35 and counting, Jeff, here in the third quarter.
Central trying to cut into that 10-point deficit. Nice job by Coberly up top with the screen. Wide open for a 3-ball. Villarreal cannot get it. And we are going to have a jump ball off the alternate possession. It's going to go back to John Glenn because Central got it to start the third quarter.
Yep.
As Central just close enough to hang around, but boy, they are just in an offensive dry spell here lately.
They start making a few of those outside shots to the Wolves, and that's going to open up their inside game for them, Jeff.
Kuchar with a nice look
pass
underneath the lamba, and a great job with a little ball and apparently a little arm, too. As Smith rotated back, you gotta love the way Lamba goes strong to the hole, though. You're going to make things happen when you continue to do that.
Well, and you know she's coming, Jeff, so you just got to go up and be as strong as you can. And if you get it blocked, you get it blocked. It's going to happen. But, you know, sometimes you get lucky and you get the foul. And there might have been a little body there, not so much with the swat, but more with the body.
Boy, and she's got 3 in a row at the free throw line, too, with a nice stroke.
Unofficially, she has 9 points, make it 10, Jeff. 4 for 4 for Lamba. Again, like the way these young ladies on both squads shoot their free throws.
It has been a very good night of free throw shooting. Unfortunately, the percentages from the floor, not quite what they should be. Smith again goes into a double team. She's got to recognize that a touch sooner so she can find it. Somebody's wide open when you're getting double teamed.
Yep.
You need to find that wing. I think you go backside on the wing with the backside pass, and it's usually right there to the wide open.
Yeah, dude, you just got to know where the double team's coming from because that person where it comes from is going to be wide open.
Wide open. Free throw extension. Another good look that time as Villarreal could not get the deuce to drop. Heavy Turret with a little stop start. Shot can't come. One and done as the rebound comes down to Villarreal. She's looking, has aspirations of going coast to coast. She pulls it out right now, and they'll reset the offense. Coberly underneath.
There you go.
That's what you need to do. And underneath that ball is all ball on the backside. There's a nice job by Kuchar to stop Coberly. Coberly on the way back down. Tarrant! Excuse me.
Yeah,
Green.
Carly McCrum.
Yep. And we're going to have a timeout. Todd Thunberg, 14-point lead now for the Lady Bobcats. We'll take a break and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Back here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you, Jared and Natalie Doan on the cameras, Nick Page producing and directing as we look at the John Glenn Bobcats coming out of their timeout. Up 14 here as we're nearing the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, Jeff, it's been a little bit of an 8-2 run here to start the third quarter for the Bobcats. So Central's got some good looks. They're not falling, but if they start making those outside shots, that's going to open up that inside game for Smith. So they're going to have to make those shots, and they've got the talent to do that. They're just not going down right now, but they are getting good looks.
Well, and that's all you can ask for as a coach, that you get the look.
Yep. Nothing wrong with the shot selection at all.
As we're down to 3:33 and counting left. Smith trying to drop step to the hole. That's the nice kick out pass. Wide open was Coberly, couldn't get it. Back to Coberly again. She's going to dribble penetrate. Nice move, can't finish again. Beyer goes for the rebound. And there is going to be a kick back out. As Coberly goes into the corner again. And there the Beyer's posting up top. And again, Smith has that triple team around her. She can't get rid of the ball quick enough. Great job by Corey Snyder's team playing great team defense.
And they're doing a nice job of not fouling on those double and triple teams either, Jeff. It's a good look right there by number 15, Carly McCrum.
McCrum's got a stroke, boy. She definitely, when she laces up the shoes, she's in the gym and she's in range.
Man, she's only a sophomore, too.
Yep.
That's a young Bobcat squad.
A couple of their better players, obviously both sophomores. And again, there's another turnover, and that is going to lead to McCrum at the other end, trying to go up strong. I like the foul that time by Olivia. Will that make her own 2 at the free throw line?
That's a good foul. That was a good, it wasn't a hard foul, but you know what? Don't let her get the ball up, and did a nice job. Good hustle by Willette, getting down the floor to stop that layup.
Crum will be shooting a pair with 2:31 left in the third. First of them good. Also, the last couple of minutes, we've had a couple of technical difficulties on our board, so our apologies for that. I think we've got things all back and figured out. So it's 28-13, all looks well with 2:31 left. Second free throw attempt by McCrum. That's off the mark, and that will be Subadowski. Into the front court. Willette launches a long three.
She called it. I heard her.
Off the glass, tickling the twine on the trifecta.
The banks are open late here on Columbus.
Yes,
she called it. I heard her.
That was a huge basket for Central. Big. Skip pass, Kuchar wide open for a 3, can't get it. Villarreal might have got a little push off on that backside rebound. She gets it, and into the front court comes Bay City Central with an opportunity to bring it back down to single digits here with a little bit less than 2 minutes left in the third. And we got to travel.
Yep.
As they were so intent on getting that ball into Beyer, they didn't look for any other option. And once that thing wasn't there, a little shuffle of the Tootsies caused the turnover.
Yeah, Marty Kravitz was right there all over it for his refereeing squad, Jeff. Minute 45 to go here in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
He's been around a while.
He works over there on Kosciuszko.
I've known Marty a long time.
He's one of my favorites to officiate with. I love working with all 3 of these guys, matter of fact, that are on the floor tonight. As we're going to have a Central foul on Olivia Willette, as she has a little bit of hand check, led to a touch of displacement.
And that's Olivia's second personal. Team foul number 4 against Bay City Central. Out of bounds to the Bobcats underneath their own basket. And they will take, they're going to change it out here to the free throw line extended to the sideline.
Well, neither team really any foul trouble to speak of.
No.
As with $1:32 left in the third, 4 team fouls for Central and 2 for John Glenn, but neither team got into the bonus in the first half.
And pretty solid. They have not a lot of silly fouls. Kids playing hard, but one thing about this crew, Jeff, they let the kids play.
And you got to love it. And they are consistent with what they do. And look at McCrum as she dribble penetrates. That ball knocked out of bounds, goes back over to John Glenn. McCrum knows that there is a big, tall skyscraper in the middle. So dribble, penetrate, try and find an open wing.
It's nice to have somebody on the back end, get some penetration. You lose on defense, somebody's going to be there to help you out. It's a big factor.
Look at Corey Snyder just sitting down there enjoying the activity.
It's like he's a paid customer.
And there is McCrum again with a great shooter's roll over the front iron for the deuce.
Unofficially, 12 points for Carly here in the ball game tonight, Jeff.
She and Lamba are the 2 scorers in double figures for the Lady Bobcats as we are down to the last minute of the third.
There you go.
Nice look on the backside, and Beyer can't finish, but she gets another opportunity and doesn't miss this time.
That's Beyer's 4th point, but a nice job. Recognized the double team real quick, Jeff, and got rid of that ball to Beyer. Nice job.
So Smith actually sensed that one coming and put the ball actually to the right spot as well.
And she could feel it coming. She just turned the chin a little bit and saw Beyer wide open.
Trying to go the other end. Abby Tarrant sends it back. Lamba was trying to move with the ball before she got it with 23 seconds left. Central with another opportunity. Kicking it back. Wide open up top. Willette for a trifecta. Off the mark. Beyer's going to get the rebound. And it goes back to Villarreal. She thought about the shot. Willette has the shot blocked by Abby Tarrant. And then it looks like potentially Willette's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, that's her third personal team foul, number 5 against Bay City Central. Boy, right there at that stretch, Jeff, the Bay City Central Lady Wolves had great ball movement, moving that ball around. Did a nice job.
Bayer will go back down with 6.7 seconds left. Coach goes for a little bit quicker player instead of size. Abby Tarrant has the ball slapped away at the end of 3. A 12-point John Glenn Lady Bobcat lead. Back in a moment for the final 8 right here on Bay County TV.
How's married life? Are you ready to have a baby? Baby, baby. How about that baby? Ooh. I'm not getting any younger.
When you are ready, with the only neonatal intensive care unit in the Great Lakes Bay region, Covenant is the safest place for your delivery. Go to mycovenantbaby.com.
Back here on Bay County TV, Jeff Dodd and Mike Wisdahl along with you. After 3 quarters, Central's got a 12-point hole to try and dig out of.
Yeah, that was a good quarter for the Bobcats, Jeff. They outscored them. They scored 11 points, so it was a good quarter for the Bobcats. Central Wolves are doing some nice things. They're getting some good looks down low, and they made some outside shots. So let's see what the fourth quarter has for us.
In store indeed.
Yes, sirree.
They'll have the first offensive opportunity as the ball comes in, and it's popped into Olivia Willette. She's up between the circles, sends in the ball over to Villarreal as they move it around. They tried to get that bounce pass to Cuellar, not much there. Villarreal sends it back down. Suwadowski sends it back up top to Olivia Willette. Between the circles, she'll reset the offense. She lets it fly from 22, can't get it to drop. And there is McCrum with the rebound. It's one and done for the offense on Central. Again, down 12. Now they got to make it happen on the defensive end to give themselves some offensive opportunities.
They need some stops on the defensive end. We're going to have a reach-in foul on number 2, Haley Suwadowski, her first team foul, number 6.
You're going to see the officials right now doing the old hook 'em horns, because the next one and the ensuing will be the free throw shooting the rest of the ball game.
It's like you've done this before.
Oh. Once or twice. In fact, we've had quite a few double headers that we've had to do because we're getting short of officials. People are getting hurt and trying to do makeups and squeezing a lot into a little. As the shot goes up and is missed on the play by Lashinsky. And off the alternate possession, it'll go back over on the held ball to John Glenn.
Well, they had a couple stops to the Lady Wolves, Jeff, out of bounds to the Bobcats underneath their own basket. Nice.
And that ball stays in bounds.
A little backspin on it, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Quickly back down the floor. Shuladowski with a nice little soft pass, knowing how to finish. It's Alexis Smith with a kiss off the high glass for the deuce. Back to single digits. It's a 10-point deficit. As Abby Tarrant trying to dribble penetrate. She spins back to the middle, and she found Alexis Smith there, so we got to reset the show. With a nice backside shot, Smith altered that shot again, made her go with a reverse, didn't have the right spin on the ball. One and done, though, as Central comes down to try and get into this 10-point deficit. They go underneath to Smith, and she's triple team, looks on the wing to Villarreal. She's going to go up strong, can't get it to drop.
Good hustle.
What about that by Cuellar? The shot is up, it's missed. They're going to fight for the loose change, and it comes down. And a great job that time by Lashinsky.
Yeah, she got in there and mixed it up. She's the smallest player on the floor, Jeff. She was right in the middle of all that.
McGrim is rejected by Smith as she got Spalding tattooed on her palm when she slapped that thing away.
Boy, she is so long. Her wingspan is, she can be quite a ways away from you and make up a lot of ground with that wingspan, Jeff. And again, I've said it once before, I'll say it again, it's nice to have that size. If you happen to get beat, you know that Smith is going to be there on the back end.
Well, she's got great control of her body, too. Yep. She doesn't play out of control. And Laura with a nice little Abby Tarrant dish for the trifecta. How many times tonight has she done that?
Whoa.
It's another tickling of the twine for the John Glenn Bobcats, and another dime for Kelly Lohr. Timeout on the floor. It's taken by John Glenn. Back in a moment on Bay County TV.
AAA Transport and Limousine is the Great Lakes Bay region's most reliable and requested transportation service. For over a decade, we have been helping our clients to get to their destination on time, in style, and comfort. AAA's services include non-emergency medical transport, wheelchair accessible, school transportation, and shuttle services. We strive to provide exceptional customer service and tailor our fleet to meet your individual needs. Rest assured that you are in safe hands when you ride with AAA Transport and Limousine. To set up your next appointment, give us a call at 989-893-8294.
Looking at some of the students in the student section.
Starting
They're starting to fill in. That big boys game will be coming, and be anxious to see if we can squeeze in a couple of quick comments from both of the boys' coaches before the game starts. Time is limited, but we'll find a way.
Oh, yeah, we always seem to find a way.
Central down 13 right now as Abby Turnt with a big trifecta prior to that timeout, giving the 13-point lead. That ball is kicked, and it will go back over to Bay City Central, but with 5:32 left, they got to find some instant offense.
Smith's doing a nice job of posting up, Jeff, but they're kind of sagging a little bit on the shooter, so they make, like I've been saying, make a couple of those, and it's going to be easy going inside.
See, there's a nice shot by Smith. Can't get it to drop, but it was great because Bayer recognized that there was no way that a double team was going to get there.
Yep.
And good shot opportunity, just not able to finish. Crum sends it back up. Lamba thought about the shot and said, Bayer's right there. I better reset it with Abby Tarrant.
Well, I tell you, this matchup between Willette and number 2, Tarrant, that's going to be a good one over the next year. That's a nice-looking matchup. Two good players playing hard.
There's a nice look from number 12, Cuellar. Can't get it to drop. And a nice rebound and put back. Bayer free throw extension. Can't get the shot to drop. Smith puts it right into the hands of Abby Tarrant. Down the floor. Lohr's going to take it strong to the hole. She gives it to Tarrant. Can't get the shot to drop. That would have been another nice dime for Kelly Lohr.
You can tell Coach Snyder's been working on that little Euro step with his players. They do that quite a bit.
And they do it quite well indeed.
They do.
There's Bayer again, free throw extension. They're trying to go down and a forced pass into a triple team. Can they get to it before it's over and back? The ball out of bounds, and that is going to go back over to the John Glenn Lady Bobcats. They're working hard on the floor.
Well, Bobcats faithful really like to hustle by their team on that one. That went all the way from the baseline all the way up past half court, and both squads going after the rock. Good hustle by the girls.
As number 20, Kuchar, gets the ball into Kelly Lohr. She's looking to dribble penetrate. Lamba again is going to take a little spin step. Bayer with a great double team. Lohr strong to the hole. Can't get the shot to drop. She's going to earn 2 at the free throw line. What a great job trying to finish by Lohr, knowing that she would draw contact.
Yeah, that was a really nice take, Jeff. That's on Bayer, her second personal team foul, number 7. Lohr takes it to the rack with some authority, knowing she was going to get hit, kept her chin on the rim, and gets rewarded with 2 free throws.
First one off the front iron. She'll have another. Second free throw attempt forthcoming. 3 dribbles, bend of the knee, flick of the wrist, just a little bit long. But look at the long rebound.
Nice smart play
coming
right there.
Down to McCrum, and they got time on their side right now. They don't need to rush anything with just under 4 minutes left in the ball game. Abby Tarrant wide open for the 3 ball. That would have been a dagger if that would have went down. Central down 13. Again, has to look for some instant offense. Beautiful shot is up. It's a little bit long from Maggie Pitcher. Here comes Abby Tarrant down the floor. 5 on 2 as Central has 3 players lagging down the floor. But the 5'9" Coberly does a nice job, and they just miss getting a nice bounce pass into Smith. The ball knocked away. Central gets their hands back on it. But, if I'm Coach Thunberg, I'm maybe thinking about a timeout as 3 of his girls were a little slow getting back on defense. Might be showing a little fatigue.
And you might be seeing something with a little bit of a full court pressure coming up here very quick for the Lady Wolves, down 13, Jeff.
Crum finds nothing there again. She is going to back things out. She's going to let one fly from 3. That's halfway down. It's out, and then it tickles the twine. 16-point lead for the Lady Bobcats.
And again, out again, Finnegan for
Crum
Lordy. Right there.
It doesn't matter if it's Purdy. It just matters if it finishes. Nice look underneath the Beyer. The ball tipped away by Abby Tarrant. Beyer says, I'm going to send it back down underneath the Smith. And there's people all over the place. The ball out of bounds. Last touched by Kuchar. Central gets it back with only 2:47 left. They got to light it up in a hurry.
Well, Ezra Lamba has done a nice job tonight, Jeff, on both ends of the floor. She's had a tough assignment with Smith, and she's done a nice job. Smith's done a nice job on Lamba, too.
It is Skylar Coberly with a shot missed. Lohr, 20 feet from the basket, out for the rebound. Does a nice job, a skip pass across the way. Crim's going to take it strong to the hole, and she is going to be rewarded with a couple of free throws. It's a shooting foul, but Central over the limit anyway, and they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
That's fouls on Brooke Beyer, Jeff, her 3rd personal team foul, number 8. No, excuse me, that was on Maggie Pitcher. It's her 2nd personal foul, and team foul number 8. At the line for the Bobcats, Carly McCrum misses the first one.
I think she was a little quick on that first offer. See if she slows it down just a touch this time and has a little better luck. I like the rhythm on this one better.
Yep.
Uses all the iron, a little kiss off the glass and soft through the cotton.
That was very nice soft touch by that young lady.
Central into the front court with 2:22 left in the ball game.
Unofficially, I got Carly with 16 points for the Bobcats.
Trying to go underneath. That baseline is a tough place to be. The shot
Nice
up
shot.
and good. Olivia Willett. Todd Thunberg's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Over the years, he's put his heart into being your dad. He was always there to fix things. Now that he needs help, don't lose hope. Covenant Center for the Heart is leading the way in minimally invasive heart options for inoperable or high-risk patients, with the first and most comprehensive structural heart disease program in the Great Lakes Bay region. It's extraordinary heart care, close to home.
Back here on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you, Marty Kravitz and Kevin Siddiqui down there. Having a little confab right now with just a couple of minutes left in this contest right now. 15-point lead for the Lady Bobcats.
Before we get started, Jeff, and out of this timeout, big thank you to Tim Marciniak and Jen Thunberg for hosting us tonight. And what a great job. And hopefully we get a chance to talk about it with the renovations going on here at Bay City Central in the gym area in the Johnson Street entrance.
Well, and you got to love the new PA system as well, too. And
paint job and
magic voice on the PA, Mike Vincent.
This really changes the whole look of this great gymnasium here at Bay City Central in the hallway at the Johnson Street entrance.
They're going to have to get that ball across the timeline. They just get the 10 seconds beat.
There's that full court press we were
with a
talking
double
about.
team, and Corey Snyder says, I know what they're trying to do with 2 minutes left. I'm going to call a timeout so we can work ourselves around that back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Ow, ow, ouch, my hip, my knee, my joints feel out of whack. Ow, ow, oh my, the pain, I can't take it anymore.
Back here on, hey, it's a Bay County TV sign on TV. I didn't know the fellas were in the house tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a thing of beauty.
We're back and better than ever.
The John Glenn Bobcats plus 15 with possession and $1.56 left in regulation. They are going to be probably looking to take a little air out of the basketball. And Central has other ideas as Maggie Pitcher is picking up one. And that'll be team foul number 9. And that will send, it'll be double secret probation after this.
Smith back on the floor for the Wolves.
As Alexis Smith comes back onto the floor.
Good timeout
Says,
by
hang
Coach.
on here, we got to have 5 on the floor, 5 white jerseys.
Good timeout, the last timeout, Jeff, by Coach Snyder. You know, he saw that full court pressure, didn't like the way his girls were handled, so he set it up and kind of reminded them, this is the way we break that full court pressure.
First of 2 is good. Crum earns another one at the free throw line. Oh, just a beautiful night for basketball. I missed you, brother.
The more it changes, the more it stays the same, my friend.
Second one missed. Smith on the rebound with $1:50 left in the game. Nice little pass underneath. There's the triple team again. Look at the nice drop step with the dribble to the hole. Went and split that triple team and had a nice play. That's very unfreshman-esque.
Yeah, that was a nice move right there, Jeff. Facing the basket, a little crossover. The foul was on number 2, Abby Tarrant, her second. Team foul number 3 for the Bobcats.
Underneath the Smith, look at that. Another beautiful drop step to the hole. Coach Thunberg will take a timeout. We'll take one as well and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Village Towing and Auto Repair of Kaukaulin and Bay City is here to help you in your hour of need with fast and friendly service. With over 30 years of towing experience, we know how to get the job done quickly and safely. From big to small, we do it all. Give us a call at 989-684-9607 for all your towing needs.
Back here on Bay County TV, Corey Snyder with some words of wisdom for his girls. And they're up 14 right now. And when Central has their hands on the ball, they just have to play nice loose defense and let it run. When they've got their hands on the ball, they got to spread the floor and try and keep Central, whose only opportunity now to get back in the game is to foul.
We're going to come out with a little bit of a man-to-man, maybe a 1-2-2 full court press here, Jeff. Not the diamond press.
Oh, I was going to say the old Al McGuire Marquette Diamond and 1, my favorite.
It's a 1-2-1-1 made famous by the Warriors back in the heyday of Al McGuire. And when I played for Lefty Franz, that was our main full court press, was the 1-2-1-1.
And that is a very, very tough, because it looks like casual pressure until you get the trap.
Yeah. Well, and there's certain areas you got a trap down here in the corner and at the 10-second line. So let's see what Coach Thunberg can do with his Lady Wolves. Right there's one.
And that's exactly what you want to see. And Corey Snyder's going to take his last time out, as he was well aware of what happened. But you got to love the defense and Coach Thunberg, because that was executed to perfection.
Yeah, well, it really did a nice job, Jeff. Girls didn't do any fouling. Coach Snyder uses his last time out of the ball game, but that's exactly where you want to get the trap, right there in front of the bench. And the girls weren't reaching or anything, and did a nice job. Didn't turn the ball over, though, either.
We'll take a break and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
You're up. There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people, to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Back on the Central bench as Coach Thunberg is trying to do a little teaching right now.
Yeah, and you know, Jeff, he's probably saying to the girls right there, that was a nice job on that press right there. You didn't foul. You made them use a timeout. Just do the same thing again. Get that ball back. We'll call a timeout and do it all over again.
Get the ball into Kelly Lower. The Crumb's coming down the floor right now.
Yep.
Nice job of recognizing that. Underneath, the extra pass. Abby Tarrant has the ball knocked away. As Central comes down the floor, down 14. You got to start burping up threes. Coberly says, if I can't get a 3, I'll go to the free throw line and try and
cut this deficit down a couple without any time coming off the clock.
The foul's on number 2, Abby Tarrant, her third personal, team foul number 4 for the Bobcats. Coberly shooting 2 for the Lady Wolves. I liked watching her over the last few years, Jeff. She's done a nice job. She's matured as a player, leader on the team. I've always liked watching Skylar play basketball here at Bay City Central.
Second free throw is up and good. It's back to 12. I think it should be 38-26. The scoreboard says 39. Abby Tarrant goes up against Cuellar, kisses it off the glass, gets the deuce, and she'll go to the free throw line. But I'm going to say this last minute and a half seems like it's taken 15.
Nice job by Abby Tarrant, Jeff. That would be her 10th point of the evening for the sophomore point guard for the Lady Bobcats. She's had a nice basketball game tonight also.
Lets it go quickly down the floor. There's Central, and we're going to have a foul. And Coach Corey Snyder thought that there was all ball there and could have been a jump ball off the alternate.
Number 2, Abby Tarrant of John Glenn, her 4th, team 5th.
I believe it's 38-26.
Yeah,
I think they gave that first free throw to the wrong team. As the shot goes up, and another great McCrum deflection. As now with 45 seconds left, double team, we're going to have a travel, so the hard work, that's the second time that great defense has worked. Might be something that Coach Todd puts into his memory bank and might use a little bit earlier in the game in the future.
Girls play hard on that full court press, Jeff, and the good thing is they're moving their feet, not reaching.
Love that verticality where they just go up, bring those arms straight up in the air. Central with 35 ticks left. Nice job going to the hole with Willette. Cannot get the finish. Lamba, who's had another great game tonight for the Lady Bobcats with a rebound. Smith gets the ball, and we're going to have Lohr saying you're not going to earn the 2 the easy way. You're going to have to go to the free throw line for the pair.
That's good foul right there by Lohr. That's her second personal, team foul number 6 for the Bobcats, Jeff. It's been pretty solid defensively and foul-wise for the Lady Bobcats here in the second half.
Boy,
that young
great
lady's
stroke for a freshman.
That young lady's put some time in at the free throw line, Jeff. She's got a great routine, does the same thing every time, nothing but the bottom of the net.
And the second goes as well.
Smith hits them both.
So coming down the floor right now, if Central can't get the trap, probably shouldn't foul. They're going to let Tarrant slide that thing back with 15 ticks left. And up the top, Kuchar slides it back around. It's McCrum. He's got to just stay out of the corner. Lamba even says, I get a little chance to dribble. And that's all there is.
There isn't any more.
The final score in our ball game is, it's according to them, it's 40-28. I think it's 39-28. But regardless of the score, it's a John Glenn Bobcat victory. Back to put the wraps on this one in a moment on Bay County TV.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark.
I guess.
I go like this. The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Back with the post-game show here on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you, and another solid night for Corey Snyder-led Bobcats.
Yeah, they played really well tonight, Jeff. They did a lot of nice things. They were good defensively. They shot the free throws very well. They made some outside shots. So they played really, really well. Fundamentally sound basketball tonight here at Bay City Central.
They only scored 39 points in the ball game. They scored enough efficiency offensively, but this was really a game that was dominated by their defense, and Central having a lot of good looks, just not able to finish.
Yeah,
today.
That's a great point. They did have a lot of good looks. You know, Lamba, I think, for John Glenn, did a great job on Smith on the post defense. Even though Smith got 13 points, it was a very difficult night to get her the ball. They double-teamed, they triple-teamed. Smith tried to get the ball around the perimeter, and they made some shots. But and then McCrum had 17 points for the Bobcats. So, nice all-around game for the Bobcats, but I saw some nice things out of Bay City Central also.
You love the way that they were able to press with effect late in the ball game, and that's something that I think Coach Todd Thunberg might look back at this game film, see the success of that, and maybe use it a little earlier in the game to throw things up different.
Yeah, I think they're quick enough to do that, Jeff, and they've got enough size to cover it on the back end with Smith and that full court pressure. So with Willette, I like the way she played. Skylar Coberly just does those little things that you like from a senior. I like this Bay City Central team, but the Bobcats are a good basketball team. They made some outside shots, and they had a nice little 4 quarters. They were very even when they scored the basketball game tonight in the quarters.
Well, and Corey Snyder's defensive setup to double and triple team Smith, the freshman in the post, she really never got a chance to get comfortable in the paint.
Well,
tonight.
and she's going to have to get used to that. That's going to be the mode of operation for teams that are going to play Central. They know they're going to try from the inside out to score, but if Central starts making those long shots, then what's going to happen is that's going to free up Smith. So once they start making their shots, man, they're going to be tough.
It's going to be fun. Coach Thunberg says, I hope it happens sooner instead of later. Well, that about puts the wraps on game number 1 tonight. Jeff Doan along with Mike Wisdala, Jared Natalie Doan on the camera, Nick Page producing and directing. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.